right. There's one thing pretty much every single person in this room has in common. That is that you're going to spend more than 1,000 hours this year inside a browser. A piece of technology that hasn't really changed in over 20 years. And it doesn't matter if you are a salesperson, a recruiter, or an investor, your work starts and lives inside the browser. And that's a really big problem. Actually, it's one of your team's biggest bottlenecks, because it means that a salesperson might spend the beginning of their day inside HubSpot, and then they move over to Sheets, and then they're Googling something, and all of a sudden they're doing a context switching deluxe, and you're just wasting hours in productivity. And yeah, the result is that your best team members are all of a sudden wasting the majority of their day doing repetitive, busy work inside the browser. And it's 2026. That feels completely wrong, right? So me and my team actually built a new type of browser called Strawberry Browser that includes AI agents that can actually open their own tabs, click around, and do all of this repetitive grunt work for your team so that they can focus on things that really matter. And the browser is just such a perfect platform for doing this. Every single person in the world knows how to use a browser, right? It's not rocket science. You have all of your tools. Say you're a lawyer, you're inside the browser using Legora. If you're a vibe coder, you're inside the browser using Lovable. And Strawberry just is on top of all of this stuff and has a nice layer of cute AI agents that anyone on your team can use. And finally, we tried to make Strawberry as engaging and delightful as possible. And I'm going to show you it right now. So let's see here. Let's connect here real quick. All right. Are we? Oh no. There's darkness. And there it is, the beauty. First there was darkness, then there was light. This is Strawberry Browser, ladies and gentlemen. It looks just like Chrome, so it's really easy to start. You just download it. You can migrate from your old browser. And then the big difference here is that I have my own team of AI companions. I just created this one here before I went up, called Fabian, referencing to Fabian over there. But today I'm going to be showing you how a salesperson could be using Strawberry. And you know, in their old browser, they would, as I mentioned before, be clicking around, sending the same message over and over again. A salesperson should be in sales calls, closing deals, not doing all of the admin before and after. So if I would like to, for instance, send an outreach message with Strawberry, I don't need to do anything complicated. I just tell my companion, hey, can you do this outreach? So I'm going to say, hi, Sam. Could you please write an outreach message to Arian on LinkedIn? Let's see. Oh, Ari, that's completely wrong. There we go. And with a lot of different agent tools, it's, you know, a bit complicated. You need to set things up. But in Strawberry, you just need to ask, and it will actually ask for extra context if necessary. So what's the main goal of this outreach? Just testing. Do you know Arian already? He is my co-founder. There we go. I'm going to send this now. And unlike a tool like ChatGPT, where we can only chat, Strawberry can actually open its own tabs and start clicking around. So you're going to see it in just a moment. It's like a self-driving browser. So here we go. It's going to take 2 minutes and cost us a couple of credits. I'm going to start that. And as you can see, my companion, which I created, called SalesSam, has now opened LinkedIn inside the Strawberry browser and is now soon going to send an outreach message to them. So here we go. We can actually see, we can click this here. And as you can see, I cannot touch this tab since it's currently being controlled by my companion. But of course, I can stop it at any time, and I can take control over the tab if I would want that also. And there we go. Oh, I don't know what's happening with the window. There we go. So as you can see, Sales Sam has now sent this message, and he's of course going to ask me for permission before he sends it. And this is a really important thing, right? Before Strawberry does anything significant, like sending an email or adding an account inside a CRM, it's going to ask you first, unless you tell it, hey, you're free to go crazy. So I can even take control over this tab, right? And I can send this message myself. Cool. Let's do something a bit more complicated. Say that I want to source leads with the help of Sales Sam. Again, I'm just going to ask, hey Sam, can you please find some leads that match our ICP? And now, Sam is actually going to take a look at our ICP document that we store inside Notion. He's going to gain a good understanding of what the ICP is, and then he's going to, again, start an agent, but this time it's going to do a lot of Google searches, go into different websites, find some lists online, and then try to consolidate everything so we can do some outreach. So here we go. Research 15 Stockholm scale-ups. Looks great. I'm going to start that. Just like before, it's going to be opening its own tabs, doing some research, all in the background, and you can click away from this tab, and it's going to keep working in the background. And you can see how easy this is. You just download it, and then within minutes, you can have your own little army of AI agents clicking around, doing all of your grunt work. And Strawberry can be pretty slow sometimes, so just like in a cooking show, I've actually prepared a chat here for you guys. So this is after it found some leads on the web. It produced this really nice report here with some Stockholm-based scale-ups it thinks I should reach out to. And then it actually asked me, hey, should I find contacts at these companies? So it asked me one of those follow-up questions. I said, find the right contacts at top-tier targets. I want to focus on sales teams. And then it deep dived into the top most promising companies, one of these being Legora, actually. Let's go, everyone. And then it found the key accounts here, the people I should actually reach out to. And then, now, we're at the stage where my companion says, okay, should we store this in our CRM and should we draft personalized outreach messages? I'm going to check both of these and send it. And now, as you can see, our companion is actually going to start by looking up our tone of voice, which is also a document in Notion. And once it understands how to write good outreach messages that don't sound super generic and have maybe loads of EM dashes, you will see in just a moment our companion is going to add all of those leads to our Notion CRM and then prepare all of the drafts. Perfect. Here it is adding them one by one. And of course, this is a sales example, but really, any person who sits in the browser can find use cases for Strawberry, where you're essentially going into different dashboards, extracting some information, or if you're sending the same message over and over again. I want you guys to start thinking, when you go into work tomorrow, like, what am I doing that is not giving me an advantage? What is slowing me down? What is repetitive? Where am I copy-pasting the same thing over and over again? Because there's a good chance that you could download Strawberry and try this out and see if you can actually start saving that time instead. And as a fun fact, whilst Sam is working in the background, we actually launched our open beta today. So thank you. Also, love that dopamine, just like Max. So, once we have these drafts prepared, I'm actually going to give you guys a QR code. So you guys will be able to download Strawberry and also get some extra credits. So you can go crazy with the outreach or data extraction or whatever you want to do. Cool. These drafts are now not being sent. They're going to be inside our draft tab inside of Gmail, so we can go through them before we send them. I don't dare open my my Gmail live in front of the audience. Who knows what can be in there? But here we go. We have some drafts for Marcus, Astrid, Oscar, Victor. Excellent. We updated our CRM. Here we go. Look at that. Even categorized them, added their LinkedIn, pinpoints. Look at that. And we have the drafts. And your companion is going to keep suggesting, how can we go further? How can we improve our workflows even more? So your least technical people who know nothing about prompt engineering will just get this over time. All right, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to ask Sam one last question. All right, thank you for today, Sam. I have a whole audience of people who would love to try Strawberry. Do you have anything for them? Let's see, what will Sam give us? Wow, look at that. All right. Scan this QR code. And my big ask for you guys is that you download this on your laptops. You can't use this on your phone today. So when you get home, download it, try it out, give us your brutally honest feedback. It's still a beta, so you will find some bugs here and there. So give us all of your feedback, and yes, we hope to make Strawberry the best AI browser on the planet and help you and your team focus on the things that really matter. Thank you.